Almost as soon as those property valuation notices began hitting mailboxes this week, metro area realtors say they started getting calls for help because they were like sticker shock, right? Our real estate expert joins us live this morning to break it all down. Lane Lyon is a realtor and managing broker at Coldwell Banker. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, good morning, Corey. I know I was surprised myself when this little valuation arrived in the mail. I live in Denver's Central Park, and I follow property values closely, but I was surprised to see since the last time they assessed my property, it had increased 54%.
Wow.
So that's significant.
And we had the breakdown earlier this week here on 9 News Morning is about like, oh, Douglas County was going to see like 47% on average, which is where I live. And I was like, oh man. So talk to us about, realtors getting these calls about like sticker shock.
Well, the biggest question we're getting is, does this look right? We know that property values really shot up over the last couple of years, which means many homeowners, yes, will be paying higher property taxes. And this morning I have some advice, Corey. If you plan to protest the value that's on that valuation, there are some things that you should know. First of all, I think most importantly, and Corey, you just mentioned this in the break, this value on this notice is of June 30th, 2022. This is where your real estate agent can help you by pulling comps or similar properties that sold between like July 1st of 2020 through June 30th of 2022. Remember what was going on back then?
Oh yeah.
Market was on fire, interest rates were low, buyer demand was high, and that's why these values are up. The deadline to turn in a protest is coming up. It is June 8th, and according to the documentation I got from Denver, a determination by the assessor's office will be out by August 15th. And I think last week we talked about some sewer line repairs. You don't have to worry about that this time.
It sounds like if you want to appeal, it's really not that complicated of a process.
It's not complicated, and that's why I wanted to talk about this morning. Most counties will allow you to go right online. I know I did last night. In Denver, you can also protest your value by showing up in person and by using the U.S. mail. 2 or 3 easy questions. First of all, if you don't agree with a value, what do you think it should be? And why do you think it should be that amount?
Don't put zero down.
Exactly. you have to put something, and that's where your realtor can help you with that supplemental documentation. You don't have to use a licensed realtor, but we have access to the MLS, so we can really filter out that time period and help you make sure if this is in line truly with what we were seeing back then.
Okay, one more thing. If you're looking to sell your house, do you have to be careful with this paperwork?
Well, public service announcement, Corey, you definitely do, because this doesn't necessarily represent fair market value for today. I was having breakfast with a realtor yesterday, and she got a picture from a client who's willing to sell of this document that said, hey, maybe we should list for this price. Be forewarned that, remember, this is that value as of June 30th of 2022. If you follow this amount, you may be at risk of overpricing your house because values have come down a little bit. Now, one thing I might mention, and Corey, this is a hot topic. The governor, state legislature, looking at possibly tweaking the calculation on taxes based on this value. So we'll have to watch that. And also remember, this is 2023 taxes not due till next year.
Right.
We pay in arrears, so don't send any money. But there are some ways to really try to bring this down if you feel like this broad brushstroke isn't correct.
And it does look like they're making some progress when it comes to reevaluating this when it comes to the governor and stuff. But as of now, I know it can be sticker shock. Yeah.
Take a deep breath, maybe call for help.
Yes, call a realtor.
You got it.
That's what you guys are here for. All right, Lane, thank you.
You got it.